And I've read 8 books this month. Hello all, what's up? Hope you're good. So today we're gonna talk about all the books I've read this month. So this is gonna be my July wrap up. And I think I've read 8 books, but I'm gonna need some help from GoodReads to remind me which one I read first, how I rated it, etc, etc. So first I've read The Wickedy by Shea Ernshaw in the very beginning of the month, and I rated it 4 stars. And let me tell you, I loved that book so much. If you want to know why I didn't give it a 5 stars, please check my review. My gosh, please check my review. Yeah, it was like brilliantly written. Like the writing in this was like magical beyond like stars, etc. It was so well done. So if you want to know a little more about the plot, we're gonna follow Penny, who lives on an island. So she lives in Sparrow. So every year during the summer they're doing a party, like all the teenagers, they're doing a party on the beach, and they're kind of celebrating, or let's say welcoming, the 3 sisters, so the Swan sisters. So they were drowned 200 years ago because they were accused of witchery, and so every year the students, the teenagers, welcome them, and actually they come back, they take possession of a body, and they drown boys. So that's how they getting their revenge kind of thing. But this is so much more than just that. It was very deep. I didn't see any twist coming. Some yes, but mostly not. But even when I did, I was like, oh, okay. Overall, I really, really, really love that book. You should give it a try. If you haven't yet, you should give it a try. I don't know why I waited so long to read it, but yeah. Then I read Brightly Burning by Alexa Donne. I got it in one of my shelf love grade, and let me tell you, I loved it so much. I gave it a 4 stars because some details annoyed me, but it was a very, very refreshing retelling of Jane Eyre, so written by Charlotte Bronte. And this is actually Jane Eyre in space. There is a love story, but it's more like a Beauty and the Beast kind of story. So I really, really, really loved it. I found the review, I will upload it super soon. But we're gonna follow the story of Tessa, and she lives in a not that good spaceship because actually something happened on Earth. A volcano exploded, and then the volcano blocked the sun from the Earth. So it's impossible to live there because it's actually so cold. So they're living on spaceships, and there are some spaceships that are just like good, okay, there are private ones, there are very good ones, luxury one, etc, etc, and she lives on a very not good one. So she's gonna apply for another job somewhere else, and she's gonna get that job, and she's gonna go on an adventure. She will be on a spaceship, and she doesn't really know what's happening, but something definitely is happening. She doesn't know if the spaceship is actually haunted, and she doesn't know yet that she's gonna be in the middle of some kind of political conspiracy, etc. So it was really, really well done. I love the characters, I love the story, so you should read it. Then I've read Grace and Fury by Tracy Banghart. I got this book in a very loot box. And let me tell you, this is all about girl power and feminism. So I gave it a 4 stars because, again, some details annoyed me, but it was very good. So we're gonna follow the story of 2 sisters, Naomi and Serena. Serena was meant to be a Grace, and Naomi was meant to be her help, her maid, something like that, but nothing goes how it was expected. Let's say that. And one's gonna go in prison, the other one's gonna live in a castle, and in order to survive they're gonna fight from a different place. I've already uploaded a review, so you can check a better review over there, but I loved the fact that it was character driven, so you can see a very beautifully done character development, which I loved, and it's girl power and fighting, and women fighting because they want to have a voice, they want to be able to fight for what they want, for what they believe, etc. So I really, 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 really love that book. Yeah. This is a YA fantasy, in case I didn't say it. Then I've listened to an audiobook, so Simon vs the Homo sapiens agenda. I never can remember that name. Becky Albertalli, I believe so, and I gave it a 4 stars. So I don't know what you usually prefer, but I'm so happy that I picked up the audiobook version of that book, because the voice was like, I enjoyed the voice, but it was so funny to listen to that book. I mean, I'm not really into contemporary, etc. And I think that the fact that first it was a funny book, second it was LGBTA, and then it wasn't that long, and the characters were like deep enough so I can kind of relate to, etc. But I really enjoyed listening to it. This is a story of Simon who lives the experience of a coming out, so he's gonna fall in love with the guy Blue, but he doesn't know who he is because he's only talking to him by emails. This is what the story is about, finding that the guy, etc. But it's so much deeper than that, because a lot of things happens around that main subject, and I think that today we need more LGBTA, especially, I don't know where you live, but I know that in some places it's not like something you can talk about it like easily. So I really feel we should have more LGBTA book, especially in YA, etc. so we can be aware of that. And I love the fact that it wasn't too cliche. I read some book about mental health or, you know, sexual stuff like that, like LGBTA, and sometimes the writer doesn't know where he or she's going, and she or he just tells stuff, writes stuff that are not accurate at all or are so cliche, but in there it was so funny and lovable and cute. It was actually the cutest love story I've read about in contemporary, and I really loved it, and I will recommend if you haven't read or listened to it yet. And I gave it a 4 stars, in case I haven't said it. Then I've read The Extinction Trials and Extinction Trials Exile by S.M. Wilson. I gave it a 5 stars, and I love this book so much. So I've already filmed the review. I haven't uploaded yet, but it will come out super soon. I want everyone to read these books. This is a YA fantasy dystopian kind of story. It's obviously about dinosaurs, but it's so much more than that. It's about survival. So we're gonna follow the story of Storm Chaser and Lincoln. So Storm Chaser lives on Earthasia, and she's gonna go on that island to not to kill the dinosaurs, but to find some eggs so they can so the politics, the army, let's say, can find a solution to get rid of all the dinosaurs so they can use the island to grow food, because they're missing so much on the island. They don't have enough food, they don't have enough water, they don't even have enough space where everyone can live, so they don't have like nice home, etc. They were part of the finalists, they were part of winners, so they chose to go there. So that's what it's different from Hunger Games, like it says here, the Hunger Games meets Jurassic Parks. But it's not about only dinosaurs, it's about friendships and a lot of betrayal. So I really love these books. I gave it 5 stars, like I could give it 6 stars, but yeah, you know, we're gonna do that. So here it is. If you're into YA dystopian fantasy with dinosaurs, survival, adventures, and betrayals, you should read these. Then I read The Shadow Mind's Journal by Carrington-Russell. So I got it on NetGalley. Thank you again for that. So I give it a 5 stars because the writing was like, I loved her writing so much, and when I came to the end I was like, no way, that's not the end, that's not possible. I read it on my e-reader, so I didn't feel like how many pages left I had, and I didn't see the end coming. I didn't see what happened coming, but I didn't see the end, just the end coming, so I was so impressed. So this is a story of, like, our main character is Vivian. She died and she reborn as guardians, let's say. So she was contracted to some demons, so she has 7 demons in her, but she only knows 4 so far, and she can shift into their form, their shape, so she can use their abilities. So she works for master, let's say, demons. So this is a world where demons, angels, and humans live together. Nothing goes really like expected. It's not like the best place to live. Everything will go like as usual, not good, not bad, but kind of in the middle. And one day Vivian will be accused of murdering an angel, which is just like it cannot happen. You cannot do that because there is a treaty between the angels of humans and demons. They cannot kill each other, so she will be accused of that, and everything goes faster and faster and faster. A lot of things happen, and that was just an incredible book. So I really recommend you to read that book. It's coming out in August 6th, and the second one is coming out in November. You won't have a lot to wait until the second book, so that's good. And I've already reviewed that book, so please make sure to check it out. Then the last book I've read this month is The Book of Them by Banghart. I gave it a 4 stars and I love the story. It's super cute, it's super deep, it's fantasy, I don't know how to explain that. I've never read anything like that. So we're gonna follow a few main characters, but it is basically a story of people losing their shadows, and while losing their shadows, they're gonna start to lose their memories, so memory after memories, and at the end they won't remember anything, even not how to breathe, which is just horrible. So, but we don't know actually why it's happening, how come, and blah 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 and blah blah blah, and how to cure them if there is any way. So this was a super cute book, lots of lovable characters. For me, it's a mix of fantasy and sci-fi. It's not YA, let's say. It's more adult-ish, if I can say, but I really loved it. We'll review it super soon. So this is all I've read this month. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 physical books, 1 ebook and 1 audiobook. So I'm pretty proud of myself. So that was a good month. We'll see next month with the news, but yeah, wish me good luck. I will need some. So wolves, that's it. Thank you for watching the video. I hope you enjoyed it. Let me know if you have any good recommendation from a book that you've read this month. Thank you for watching again. If you want to be a member of the pack, please don't forget to subscribe, talk to me in the comment, and take care. See you soon. Bye.